did you have for supper?
I'm afraid we had meatballs. But they weren't very nice, so you didn't miss much.
I think it was horrid of Aunt Margaret to send me to bed without any supper.
But you really were awfully rude to her. Don't you think you ought to say you're sorry?
No.
What if she keeps you in tomorrow?
Why? What are we going to do?
Well, I was thinking, if we're going to spend such a lot of time in the woods this holiday, we really ought to have some sort of a naturalist headquarters.
And what?
A place to keep pencils and paper for our bird watching.
We could keep a little store of food as well.
Oh, Ruth.
I've got a tin box we could put it in.
You're always thinking about food.
Good night, Ruth. So we're still going to be naughty, are we? Very well. Good night, Philip.
No, Margaret.
What? Mustn't tell Aunt Margaret about it.
Why not?
Because she'll only find some silly reason for stopping us. Oh, Philip, when can we begin? Can we start tomorrow? We'll rush through our holiday jobs. I only have to do the dining room and living room. It won't take long. I'll be as good as gold, so Aunt Margaret won't keep watching me. And before she can think of any other jobs for me to do, I'll just slip out. Or we can easily get away without her seeing us. Oh, Philip, you haven't finished yet.
No, it takes ages to do these.
You're a rope. Quickly, put them in the shed and pretend we've done it. Do that? Yes, you can. Come on, Philip.
Ruth? Ruth? Ruth, where are you?
You haven't finished yet. Ruth, come here. What with spring bursting out everywhere, there was just no stopping us. Poor Aunt Margaret didn't know quite what had hit her. She'd agreed to look after us when our parents were in India, but I think by this time she was regretting it. Look in the doorway, silly. See if you can go and find him over that way. Over here, quick! Risen, how did you find them? She just flew out at me. She tried to knock me over. Gosh, aren't they lovely? Come on, we better go in case they get all cold. That knuckle stuffing with his tricks. But once they've hatched out, they'll leave the nest within a day. And you know what? If we keep a watch out, we might even see them coming. Oh, do you really think so? How exciting. We must come and keep an eye on them every day. But we must be careful not to disturb the mother too much. We might actually see them coming out of the egg. That one there on the left. What would we use it for? To take bird pictures with it, of course. You mean like the pheasants hatching out? No, they'll be hatched out within a few days. It'll take ages to buy a camera. Well, how much have we got now? I don't know. Just over £1, I think. Oh, Philip, it won't take that long to say. I'm sure it won't. I wish we could have it now. Do you think the eggs will hatch tomorrow? Maybe. I don't know. They could come any time.
Finished?
The next morning, I was still living in a dream. All I could think of was to be there at the nest when the chicks hatched out.
I hope you weren't planning anything this morning, Ruth.
Why?
I've got a big wash to do, and you can help me by turning the wringer and pegging out the clothes.
Oh, please, I must go out today. It's for something very important.
What is?
There. All Philip has to do is chop wood. I have to dust and clean and do the washing as well. I especially wanted to go out today.
Well, you can just do what someone else wants for a change. And if you can't do what you're told cheerfully, you can stay in this afternoon as well. Really, you're getting more lazy and selfish every day. I don't know what's coming of you. Come on, Ruth. Have to do it a bit faster than that. We'll be here all day. Right, come on. Come along. I'd be quicker doing it myself. Look. Hold on. Thanks. Now. Now. There. Keep. Come along. Keep moving.
Are you coming yet?
No, she's not. Come along. Going to make herself useful for a change. You can run along and play by yourself this morning, Philip. Ruth will join you this afternoon. She behaves herself. The sooner your parents get back from India, the better. Though heaven only knows your mother's going to be disappointed in you when she does. It's all right. Just leave it. Take these things outside and peg them up. Oh, Ruth, really? Look, leave it. Just take these things outside and peg them up. Silly, obstinate little wretch. I think you'd better go before you do any more damage. You're more trouble than you're worth in this busy morning. And if you've got any ideas about the next few mornings, you can forget about them. Because you're staying in till you learn to be a little bit more pleasant and a lot less clumsy. Go, off.
Rose, it's come! I watched one of the eggs hatch. When I got there, she flew off and the zip was cracked, and I could see the membrane heaving up and down. I daren't stay in case they got all cold and died. I nearly finished the wigwam. All we need now is some really soft bracken to cover the floor with, and it'll be perfect. Exactly say, but I think it's a boy. Well, whoever it is, you better get out, because we want to go in. You'd better come out. Perhaps it's a dead body. No, it isn't. I saw it scratch itself. I think I'd better go and look again. Perhaps he's deaf. I say, boy, this is our wigwam and we're coming in, so you'd better get out. Sean. Then I shall pull you out. Then I shall catch hold of the wall and bring it down with me. I know. Let's have a tournament. If I win, you go away, but if you win, you can... Well, share the hut. You let him alone while I knock that toff out. Beat you alone. Don't let you silly alright in any case. Could build a better one myself. Would you like to see a pheasant's nest? What, that one down there? I could show you half a dozen of them. Do you know lots of nests? Could you show us any more? I could show you well nigh every nest in this here wood. Come on, let's go. Show us them all. Right. What's your name? Terry. Where do you live? At the cottage in Yarrow, down Tanglewoods way. Have you got any brothers and sisters? No, it's only me and Mum. Where's Father? Ain't got none. What are you collecting flowers for? Your Mum sells them in the town. She's a flower seller. There, there's one of your pheasants' nest. Gosh, there are 4 eggs in here! Hey! Come and have a look at this! There! Oh no, it's gone. Ooh, you shouldn't make so much noise. What was it anyway? I don't know. Are you coming again? Don't forget your flowers. Bye. Tandy.
Hello. Well then, Ruth. And how are you, right?
Very well, thank you. We just built a wigwam over there, by the pond.
By Hill Farm there? Well, I know that. And who's we?
Me and my brother Philip. But he's hurt his ankle today, so he had to stay at home.
I'm sorry to hear that. One of my sheep's lost himself. And I'm thinking maybe he's got stuck in some of these bushes somewhere. You could stop and help me find him, if you like. Hmm? Come along.
Have you always been a shepherd?
That's right. Always have been. Let's see through here.
Why does it stray?
I expect he's like the rest of us. He likes his own way. And his own way's got him into a deal of trouble, poor little chap.
Well, I expect he's sorry for it now, all caught up in the bushes and wishing he'd stayed in the meadow.
Yeah. Takes a deal of thorns and briars to teach these lambs as their own way ain't the best. He'll be crying his heart out for me somewhere. If only I could find the place.
I'm longing to find him. He has strayed a long way, hasn't he?
Ah, but I'll find him. I've never yet had a lamb stray but when I found him and brought him home. Hey.
What is it? Can you hear him?
Aye. That'll be him. There you are, you little rascal. Wanted your own way, didn't you? Hey, come along. Hey, hold still, hold still. Come along. We'll soon have you home. Hold up then. Hey. That were a foolish thing to do, wasn't it, eh? You ready to come home now, are you? Come on. That's it. Yep.
Sorry. That's £1. What was it? 2 shillings and a penny. Oh, it'll take ages to buy the camera. No, it won't. We've got a shilling more than what we counted last time, so we're getting on. But it's so slow. I shall soon be a grown-up. And I expect I shall be sent to boarding school and there won't be much chance to take pictures. I wish Aunt would let me be an errand boy, or something I could earn more money at. Just think what a beautiful picture that pheasant would have made. And the eggs hatching. Oh, Philly! I've had the most marvellous idea! What is it? Why don't we pick flowers and sell them, like Terry's mother done? Oh, Ruth, our mother would never allow it. She needn't know. We won't tell her. What do you mean? I don't know. Sounds like a man who sells hawks. Anyway, it couldn't be us. But you'll have to be awfully careful about laughing. Shh.
Well, we've picked some flowers.
We thought you might like to buy some. They're about 6p, I think.
Unless you think it's too much. They look a bit dead.
But it will be all right once you put them in water.
Because they're really quite fresh.
Little boy and girl, didn't you read the notice?
Yes, but I'm not a hawker.
And I'm not a circular.
If you are too young to understand the English language, then you are certainly too young to be doing this sort of thing. Go home to your mother.
Excuse me. We're selling flowers. We wondered if you wanted to buy some.
Oh? Is this how you earn your living?
No, not really. We wanted to buy something very particular, but we thought we'd sell flowers. Nobody seems to want to buy them, though.
Nonsense. Bluebells are my favourite flowers. I'd give anything to have a scent like this. There you are, my dear.
Oh, I don't really think they cost that much.
That's all right. It's been a pleasure to meet you. You must come and see us again sometime. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Would you like to buy some flowers?
Come in a moment. I'm sure we would like to buy some.
They're all much the same. I remember when my own children were little. They could be so trying.
Oh, yes, but the little girl, Ruth that is so very unruly. I shall be only too glad when her mother comes and takes her off my hands. Come on.
Let me see what you've got. What beautiful flowers. Where did you pick them?
By the stream.
By the stream. I might have known these had grown by water. And I shall certainly buy a bunch. Fetch my purse, will you, Isabel? And give these two children a scone before they go.
Come along, they're very nice scones. Helen, what is the news? Oh, Belle, pick them up, they're down all over the carpet. Let's get Johnny.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Please don't worry about it. It was quite an accident.
Yes. Well, does Mrs. Sheridan get an apology for this disgraceful behaviour?
I'm most awfully sorry for spoiling such a lovely tea party. I didn't mean to.
Never mind. After all, you didn't do it on purpose.
And you? What have you to say for yourself?
No! I'm not a bit sorry. We weren't doing anything wrong. Nobody said it was disgraceful till we met you. We should go on doing it if we want. Always for everything, Aunt Margaret.
Ruth, I'm not going to punish you, because it doesn't seem to do much good. But I've been thinking things out on the way home. I don't seem able to manage you or bring you up as I ought. You have 10 days more holidays. Then if they can take you, I'm going to send you to boarding school. Your mother suggested it at Christmas, but well, I wanted to keep you then. It will be a big extra expense, but anything is better than having you growing up as selfish, obstinate, and ill-mannered as you are now.
I shan't go.
You won't be asked.
But Very well, then I shall run away and I shan't come back.
And if we can take you, I'm going to send you away to boarding school.
Very well, then I shall run away.
Your mother suggested it's Christmas.
Very well, then I shall run away. Very well, then I shall run away. Going to send you away to boarding school. Very well, then I shall run away. Boarding school. I shall send your mother away. Boarding school. Well, I shall send you boarding school away. Philip? Philip!
Come on, there's no need to be frightened. There's no need for you to hide. I don't mind little children coming into my church, but I was a bit surprised to find someone here this time of the morning.
I couldn't help being here. I came in last night when the door was open, gone asleep by mistake.
Do you mean you've been here all night? Whatever is your mother thinking?
It's not my mother, it's my aunt. I wouldn't have done it with my mother.
Don't you get on with your aunt very well then? Why is that?
She just doesn't like me. She likes Philip because he's so good. But she always tries to spoil everything I want to do.
No, Ruth. Grown-ups aren't perfect. We sometimes say things we don't mean. We sometimes do things that are wrong. You know, maybe your aunt finds it a bit difficult looking after you and Philip. And I shouldn't think you're all that easy either to look after. What are you going to do now? Do you really think that your aunt would send you to boarding school if you went back to her? Do you like it?
The night of a shepherd at home. He lost one of his lambs and was looking for it. I went too. Do you know, we wouldn't have found it if it hadn't started crying. Mr. Tandy heard it. And there it was, all caught up in the bushes. It couldn't get out. The poor little thing has strayed an awful long way.
That was a daft thing for it to do, wasn't it? Got itself into a whole pile of trouble. It reminds me a bit of you.
What do you mean?
Well, you looked cold and lost when I found you in my church this morning. You'd run as far as you could. You didn't want to go home. You were stuck. And you don't know what to do now, do you? Do you know who that shepherd is? It's Jesus, the Good Shepherd. And we're like the sheep. We all run off, do what we want to do, and it lands us in trouble. Sometimes much worse trouble than you're in. But like your friend Mr. Tandy, the Good Shepherd doesn't forget us. And all we have to do is cry out.
Then what?
I know you can't see him, but he's here now with you and me, waiting for you to be found. If you ask the Good Shepherd to go home with you, he will. And he'll start to mend things for you.
If I did, would I always be good after?
No, not always. But he would always be with you. Oh, Ruth, he loves you so much. You know all those naughty things you said to your aunt, and all the time she was angry with you. He's taken all the hurt for that onto himself, so that he could say to you, come on, Ruth, put all that behind you. Make a fresh start. I think it's wonderful. Don't you?
Dear Shepherd, I am sorry for keeping you waiting so long. I have been ever so naughty. Please help me. The man did say you would help me. He said I could be like that lamb in the picture, if only I asked. Please let me be your friend. Please help me. Even if I have to be punished, help me.
try again, shall we?
Hey, Ruth went away last night. Why? She had a quarrel with Aunt and was going to be sent to boarding school, but it's all right now.
Good for you! How'd you like to see a wood pigeon's egg?
Yes.
I found a nest with 2 beauties in it. There's another tree beside it, and if we build a platform on that, we can watch them hatch up. And we keep them away so as we don't disturb the mother. Yeah, give her a hand up, will you? Come on, up you get. Can you see him?
Yes. Gosh, look at that. Why didn't they fall off?
I don't know. Wood pigeons' nests are always like that. I've got a better place to watch the eggs from.
In the whole room. Henry, be careful. Henry, don't do that.
I'm not quite sure, but I think he's alive. We shall have to fetch someone to carry him. I think I'd better go because I can run faster.
Dear Shepherd, please make Terry better. Don't let him die.
Ruth? You think he'll die?
No, I don't.
Why not? Did they say something to you?
No. But you see, when you went to collect the others, I prayed to God very hard that Terry would get better. So I expect he will.
So did I. I said, oh God, please don't let Terry die. All the way home. I don't know whether it'll be much use. I'm not a very good boy. I usually forget to say my prayers. And when I do say them, nothing much really happens.
But Philip, look, you don't have to be specially good to be able to pray. You just need to belong to the shepherd. I didn't make it up. The minister told me when I ran away. It's in the Bible too. When you're naughty, you're like a sheep who just got lost and can't find its way home. Then the shepherd comes to find you, and when you ask him, he finds you. but he always waits until you ask him.
What shepherd?
Jesus. Then when we belong to him, he listens to everything we say.
Did you ask him to find you?
On my way home in the woods. I asked him to forgive me for being naughty and to make me one of his lambs. Oh, Philip, I just want you to belong to him as well.
Do you think I could?
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you'd be ever so easy to find. You're so much gooder than me. I'll show you a picture. You see, it doesn't matter how naughty you are. See the sheep? It's there down the cliff and it's so lost, but the shepherd still found it.
Could I ask him now?
Yes.
And I'm going to my bedroom. I shall have to be alone. We'll talk about it tomorrow in the morning.
Aunt, Mr. Robinson has invited me to tea on Saturday. I can go, can't I? Oh, do say yes.
Who's Mr. Robinson? I've never heard of him. Ruth, you mustn't visit people without first consulting me.
But he's quite all right, Aunt. He's the minister I met the other day at the church. He said he'd write you a note.
I should hope so. But I'm afraid the answer will have to be no this time. Miss Montgomery called yesterday to say that her little niece was coming to stay, and I said you would play with her on Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry. But perhaps Mr. Robinson will invite you another time.
Oh, Aunt, you know I hate going to tea with Miss Montgomery. And I hate that Julia Montgomery. She's like a little mouse. She can't play anything nice. We have to stay indoors and play dominoes, and I hate dominoes. Oh, Aunt, please say I needn't go. Anyway, I told Mr. Robinson I could come.
But you've no business to tell Mr. Robinson. I never heard such nonsense. You must never accept invitations without my permission. And stand still while you're talking. You're making me quite dizzy.
I won't go. I will go where I like. I told Mr. Robinson I could, and I shall jolly well go, and you shan't stop me.
Go straight upstairs to your bedroom, and don't let me hear any more of this rudeness. I thought you were going to improve. This doesn't look like it to me.
I don't care.
Go on. Off you go. What is the matter, Ruth? It's not worth crying about. What's the matter?
It's a shepherd. I've lost my temper, and perhaps he won't let me come back to him. Oh, do you think I can come back if I'm good next time?
What are you talking about?
That. You see, I was a sheep, but I lost my temper so badly. Oh, won't you think you would give me just this once?
Who gave you this picture, Ruth?
Mr. Robinson. He told me all about it. You do know the story, don't you, Aunt? Oh, won't you think you will? If I never do it again? Do you think he might?
Well, if you're really sorry for being naughty and are determined to try to be different, I'm quite sure God will forgive you. You better ask him.
You do know the story, don't you?
Oh, yes. But I used to know it much better than I do now. Still, I'm glad it's been of help to you.
All the way through that summer, we went to the woods nearly every day. Poor Terry had been taken away to a special hospital in the city where they were trying to make him better. So we probably didn't learn as much as we would have with him, but there were so many things to see. I read all the way through Luke's Gospel, just as Mr. Robinson had suggested, and got to know so much more about the Good Shepherd. I think he had started to make things better with me and Aunt as well. She could be really good fun. Aunt Margaret? You know that little shop in the village next to the post office? Well, in the window, there's a lovely little camera, and Philip and I have been saving up to buy it.
What on earth would you do with a camera?
You see, we've been doing this book. We thought if we used photographs instead of drawings, it would look better.
My dear, these are beautiful. When did you do them?
Oh, we've been doing it for ages. Philip did the drawings and I coloured them in.
These are absolutely beautiful.
Ruth, we've got a letter.
Who from?
Don't know.
Oh, can I open it?
Yes.
Dear Philip and Ruth, I am come home but has to stop in bed. Please come and see me. From Terry. My address is Willow Cottage, The Hollow, Tanglewoods.
Go on, you'll find him in there.
Hello, Terry.
I've been waiting here all day for you. We came as soon as we got the letter. Did you enjoy the hospital? It weren't bad, but I got a bit drowned off. Nothing but all those streets to look at. And this place ain't much better.
When can you get up?
I don't think I will. They think I don't know it, but I heard them talking about it in the hospital.
Oh, Terry, they wouldn't have sent you home if you weren't better.
Can we bring some books? I ain't much good at reading. I've got lots of picture books. Have you got any with birds and trees and everything? Yes, lots of them. That's what I really miss.
Why don't we take a bed outside?
It wouldn't fit through the door. And you couldn't lift me. 'Cause my back hurts too much.
Don't you find it cold in here?
A bit.
Why don't you use more blankets then? Haven't you got any more?
That's none of your business. You with your fine clothes. I suppose you were the two that were with my Terry when he fell out of the tree. Well, you shouldn't have let him do it. What am I supposed to do with him in this condition? Doctor says I've got to keep him warm. Give him hot milk to drink, they said. Where I'm supposed to get the money for things like that. But I've got to stay here and look after him.
It's only a halfpenny. How much is there?
£1.17 4p.
Oh, halfpenny.
If both of us saved our pocket money for the rest of term, we could buy the camera for the Christmas holidays. But on the other hand, if we gave Terry 10 shillings, we could still buy the camera for the Easter holidays.
£10 sounds an awful lot. Couldn't we make it 7 and 6? I'm sure you could get a nice blanket with that.
I was thinking of giving more.
More?
The Good Shepherd gave everything. He gave his whole life.
Perhaps I could give him my picture.
Would you mind if I gave you something as well? Upstairs there's a room that's hardly ever used these days. Do you think Terry might like to stay there?
The guest room?
It's light and airy and looks out over the woods. They're lovely this time of the year.
It's a beautiful view, isn't it, Terry? Do you like it?
It's smashing. Ruth, do everyone go to be with the shepherd?
I'm not sure, really. I think perhaps you have to belong to him. That's quite easy. All you do is have to be found. Like the sheep in the picture.
I don't like this picture very much, Ruth.
Why ever not?
I'm not sure. There's something about it that bothers me. I keep wondering whether the sheep has gone too far, and that the shepherd might not reach him.
But Jesus can reach anywhere. No one could ever stray away so far from Jesus that he couldn't bring them back. And it's really quite all right.
What I'd like is a picture of that sheep after the shepherds picked him up. And he's safe and being carried home. That's what I'd like.
Would you? I'll try and get you one. Anyway, I'll see what I can find.
Hello, Ruth.
Mr. Robinson, do you remember that picture you gave me?
Indeed I do. I remember it very well.
Well, I want the next one. Do you think it would be possible?
You mean another picture by the same artist?
Oh no, I mean a picture of what happens next. After the shepherd has got the sheep safely in his arms. You see, it's for a friend of mine. He doesn't like my one very much. It makes him feel the shepherd might not be able to reach the sheep.
I'll try my hardest.
There's that girl I got kept in today for spilling ink on her skirt.
Which girl?
That silly Julie Montgomery.
I got back to the...
Oh, hello.
Hello, Ruth. Come in, come in. And you know, the one thing I'd forgotten was the cabbages. Anyway, Terry, I brought something for you, but I didn't want to struggle it until Ruth had got here.
Mr. Robinson, it's lovely.
Where are they going?
He's taking him home.
Where's home?
It's where the shepherd lives. Would you like me to read you something about it? What it's like there? And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain.
No more pain. God, that'd be smashing. Can anyone go?
Yes, anyone. Anyone who belongs to him. Anyone who comes to the Good Shepherd.
Just a few weeks later, when autumn had turned to winter, Terry died.
Receive the kingdom prepared for you from the beginning of the world. Grant this, we beseech thee, O merciful Father, through Jesus Christ, our mediator and Redeemer. Amen. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, and the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us all, evermore. Amen.
Hey! What's the trouble then, eh? Is it your Terry? I heard about that in the village. 'Twas sad for you.
I
prayed so hard he'd get better. Didn't do any good. God didn't even listen.
Little one, if you were to come to me and say, there's a little lamb down there yonder that can't run about on account of the pasture being so steep and the stones so sharp. And I used to go down there, pick that little lamb up in my arms and carry it to another pasture. The grass was sweet and the ground more, well, easy like. You wouldn't come to me and say that I hadn't eaten you, would you? No. You see, the shepherd took his lamb home, that's all. You've no cause to fret.
But it didn't seem like that at all. They buried Terry in the earth. We left him there. It seemed so sad and lonely. But how could Terry be with the shepherd when we left him lying in the earth?
Here. You see this conker? Well, what's going to happen to it, hey? And what's going to happen to its shell?
Well, its shell will probably get covered and wither away, and the conker will grow into a chestnut tree.
That's it. You couldn't have said it better. Now, when you see that chestnut tree blowing in the wind, you're not going to fret about its case smouldering under the leaves, are you?
No.
No. Then cease to fret about what's laid in the earth. 'Tis only the case. Your Terry is growing strong up there with his Saviour. That's the truth. You think about it, little one. Hey, you be all right for getting home, will you? Of course you will. That's a good girl.
No more pain. God, that'd be smashing. Can anyone go?
Yes. Anyone. Anyone who belongs to him. Anyone who comes to the Good Shepherd. Your Terry is growing strong up there with his Saviour.